So apparently, the royal family's idea of family business now includes secret playbooks, backroom deals, and wait for it whispers of using a little force if things got too messy. Yes, force. Because when it comes to Prince William allegedly plotting to erase Harry, Meghan, and even their kids from royal history, some insiders swear the gloves weren't just coming off, they were about to get bloody. Let's not pretend William is some harmless tea-sipping royal waiting politely for his crown. Sources claim he's been quietly tightening the screws on Harry and Meghan for years, turning what started as polite distance into a full-scale operation to shove them out of the picture. Titles gone, influence gone, and if a few harsh moves had to be made along the way, well, let's just say William's never been shy about getting things done. Insiders say the whole thing really kicked into gear after the Oprah interview. That was the night William supposedly flipped the switch from irritated big brother to full-blown palace operator. Behind closed doors, the talk wasn't about reconciliation, it was about strategy. Who could be trusted? Which legal avenues could strip the Sussexes of their titles? And, here's where it turns dark, how to make sure Harry and Meghan wouldn't dare push back. Could this get any uglier? The whispers are brutal. According to people who've worked inside the royal machine, William's inner circle talked about keeping Harry in line by whatever means necessary. Not in a cute, big brother giving a lecture way, but in the kind of way where security teams suddenly start shadowing your movements not to protect you, but to control you. And while official palace sources laugh it off as paranoia, others insist there were moments where things got heated. Remember that physical altercation Harry bragged about in his book, the one where he claimed William shoved him? Here's the twist. Some of those in the room say that wasn't the first time tempers flared, and it wasn't the last. One insider even suggested the palace worked hard to bury incidents where William's temper crossed the line, especially when Meghan was involved. Apparently, she had a knack for saying things that made William see red, and let's just say, no one wanted that on the front page. And here's where it gets downright sinister. Rumor has it, William started leaning on the old-school royal playbook for problem relatives. You know, the same one that's been used for generations to make inconvenient royals vanish from public life. It's not just about public shaming. We're talking isolation, controlled appearances, and, yes, a little intimidation when words didn't work. Sources claim that more than once, security details were told to manage Harry if things went sideways during family gatherings. Sounds like a family reunion from hell, doesn't it? But the real shocker? The kids weren't off limits. Insiders say William's plan wasn't just to push Harry and Meghan out, it was to make sure Archie and Lilibet never had a royal future to fight for. That means rewriting the rules so their titles disappear before they're old enough to understand what happened. And if Harry wanted to challenge it? Well, there were other ways to make sure he stayed quiet. One source even hinted at moments of direct pressure that would have left Harry thinking twice before running to the press. The scariest part? None of this is without precedent. Royals have been sidelined sometimes aggressively for centuries when they've stepped out of line. But this time, it's happening in the age of smartphones, leaks, and a media that smells blood. And if even half these whispers are true, then William's campaign wasn't just cold and calculated, it had a dangerous edge that no one on the outside was supposed to see. But here's the thing. If this was just about pushing Harry and Meghan out, why are some insiders hinting that the plan involved a showdown so intense, certain royals still won't talk about it? What really happened behind those palace doors, and did it ever spill into something the cameras almost caught?